photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks of fire. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireflies. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests.
Good morning. It's a little bit misty this morning. It's quite nice. This morning I've come to another local woodland close to me in Bedfordshire today. Last time was Hertfordshire, this time it's Bedfordshire. So there should be plenty here today. It's a little bit of mist, as I said, and so it's looking quite nice. So let's go and find something. The first one of the day is here. So I don't have to go very far, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna spin you around and have a look. I'm a sucker for birch trees, and let me explain why I like this shot. Right, let's have a look. Right, well that's pretty much the shot. I love the birch tree on the left hand side, and you've got lots of leaves spraying off of that, and you've got the walkway in the middle, the pathway, and then you've got this stark tree right on the right hand side in the background. I really like that, so I'm going to go with that and we'll see what it's like. I think I found the second shot that I'm quite happy with. It's just shooting uphill. We've got the pine trees either side, and there's another tree that's leaning out, which is coming out to say hello to us, which is rather nice. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to let you see the results. He says, if it's any good. If it's not, you're not going to see it. It's alright. Worth a cup of coffee, I think. Okay, go on. I'm going to show you. Just the kind of guy I am. Right, that's the hill. I always like it when you've got a pathway and you've got that log going across. It just gives you something to focus on. Bit of interest in the scene. But this is the tree. If I get my finger in there, there's a look. That tree there, just leaning out, say hello to us. I know we've got quite a bit of light at the top of the hill coming down, but it's not too bright, so it's not too much of a distraction. So I'm pretty happy with that. Well, again, as always, like all these pictures, it's in the editing. You know what? It's so lovely this morning. There's no breeze at all. There's no movement, but the sun is starting to come up, so there's not a lot of mist actually down here. Over there, it's quite misty. I can see misty over the hills, but it's not here. So I'm going to go up the hill. Do you know, I've been trying to do this shot for about 10 minutes, and every time I look down the path, there's somebody walking up. I've had two lovely people so far walking up, and now I've got another lovely person walking up, and now the light has gone, so the shot is no more. I did get a quick one earlier, so that might have to do. Coffee time. Why do we do it? Why do we leave a nice warm bed in the early hours of the morning to suffer such things as chocolate bars? Well, that's not such a bad thing actually, is it? And drinking lukewarm coffee. Why do we do it? It's got to be love, isn't it? Love of photography and our love of the woodlands, or whatever else you want to photograph. That's the only reason it can be. I sit here and I just feel at ease and I feel really relaxed, and I'm so happy to be in the woodlands. The air is fresh, there's just no one else around you, and it's just a little bit of paradise really. For a short moment we can have it. Yeah. Right, I've had coffee, I've had Snickers bar, I'm feeling much more refreshed, woken up a bit more, which is quite nice. And you know what? I'm going to have another go at this photograph. There's not been anybody walk up here for at least half an hour, so I'm nothing but persistent. But you can guarantee, as soon as I focus this, there's going to be a herd of people charging at me. But let's have a go. The man never gives in. The fool. The light's gone down a little bit, so it's made it more possible to do the shot again, because before I had my break, the light was really coming through quite a lot. It's still very bright above the trees, but you know what? In editing, I can either crop it or I can just dull it down a little bit so it's not a distraction. But once again, that's probably better actually. It's probably better. I don't know what the I'm just going to drop that down again. Just try that. I think that's very much almost. Right. Let's move on to the next. Okay, very roughly, that was the shot. Got a path going down there, got the trees either side sort of curving in at the top like an arch in the church, and then you've got the colours right at the end. That was the idea, to go from the shadows into the light. That was the idea of the shot.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon, and when the words fell out.
You know, as I said before, I'm a real sucker for birch trees. And I've got a group of birch trees here. I've got two that are quite prominent in the foreground. Then there's like three in the background, but I'm trying to more or less hide one. So I'd just like to have two here, then two in the middle, just fairly close up, with all the fern at the forefront. So I'm going to have a go at this one. I think that looks quite nice. I'm going to try this actually at 2 apertures. I've done that with 11, just simply so I can get the foreground. Well, I don't really do a lot of photograph stacking, to be honest with you. As I said before, I'm a lazy photographer. And then I'm going to just try and give it a softer touch and go down to 6.3. Let's just try that and see what effect that has. The breeze has picked up now, so we're getting a bit more breeze. So actually I thought we'd get a bit more movement on the leaves, I think, but we haven't. They're pretty sharp, they're pretty good. So I'm really pleased with that. That's really nice. Right, the image is going to come to you now. Right, I'm going to rework this image again. Just at a different angle. Why not? I'm here, I might as well. I've just moved basically from here, where the shot was, to here. The same thing on the birch trees again. And we're going to just quickly have another go at these. But this time I've got the two that were at the forefront. And then I've got a single one, well, two which are, I'll show you in a second. They're close together, right in the middle. Let's just take that. Well, there's no breeze. We like it when there's no breeze. Right, let's have a look. That's nice because we've got all the colours of the ferns, because the ferns are now turning a nice brown. So we've got a nice mixture of colours in there, and with the white of the birch trees as well. And that's really, yeah, it's looking quite nice. I do like a bit of colours in there. Hence, woodland colours photography. Well, I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to turn you around so I can explain to you what I'm doing. Right, that's basically the composition you're going to see on the camera, except on the camera I've got it cropped in a lot more. I just love the colours at the base of this image. I love the texture and I love the patterns on the birch trees. And I do like those two birch trees in the centre of the two ones in the foreground. I think it's a really, really nice picture, and it's quite an intimate picture as it's cropped in. But I shall show you the edited version now. Well, thank you for joining me in this lovely woodland in Bedfordshire. It's been a lovely morning. We were promised a bit more mist or maybe a little bit of fog or something, which didn't really happen. So I felt today was a little bit of a struggle, I think. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I've enjoyed coming out. I've enjoyed being here. Whether we get an image or not, does it matter really? Not really. It's not my prime goal for coming out. I just love being in the woodlands. That's my reason for being here. But I'm going to head home. I'm going to grab some breakfast, a proper cup of coffee rather than the lukewarm flask of coffee, and I will see you next time. In the meantime, have a good day and a good weekend. Bye for now.